welcome in. Welcome. Okay, let's um let's just get a general spread this morning. Clear out some excess energy. All right. All praise to the Most High. Trust your intuition over mine. I feel oddly disconnected from this reading, even though I haven't started it yet. That's unfortunate. It's Saturday when I'm recording this, so I allowed my son to get his game immediately after he brushes his teeth. But we'll see if that's gonna work out for him. All right, let's see here. Let's get into this energy. I hope this reading is gonna work out for me. I feel good, but I also feel like it's a blank slate. So yeah, let's see what energy I'm picking up on. All right. Spells don't work on you. Immune to the spell work of others. Nice. Peace is disturbed by impatience. Acting out like a child. Tantrums and towers. Your pure heart is worth 1,000,000 filthy ones. This is good energy coming out, especially out of this deck. It's such a mixed bag here. And we also have playing games. Insecurity is ruining this connection. So there's a connection that you have with someone who it could be acting out like a child, or at least they want to. They could be doing it internally, or it could be happening on the outside, like you could hear it vocally. So someone could be, I don't know, expressing themselves loudly, or they could be yelling out or acting out. Okay, I'm hearing some is in chats or conversations on the phone. So maybe it's like energy surrounding you. People are acting out, or acting out, okay? Disturbed by something that you're not disturbed by. It says playing games. They're insecurity. Somebody's very insecure. They don't have a lot of self-confidence, and part of their self-confidence could heavily rely on you and what you think about them or how you interact with them. And there's something here that they're waiting for that they're not getting, and so because of that, they're acting out, okay? But I also feel like this is somebody who spells don't work on you. This could be someone who kind of scripts things out for you or sees things going a certain way, but you're immune to that. You're immune to that. Likely because you're a very decisive being, or you're very conscious. You're consciously aware of the decisions you make. You don't move mindlessly often. If you do, it's likely very high vibrational, so you're always just moving downstream toward the things that you want to. You could be divinely inspired. But either way, somebody doesn't have the power to pretty much predict how you will move based on what they do. And this is what they're used to being able to do with others. So spell work are just words that are said with strong intention. And I feel like whoever this person is, they often speak very intentionally, like commands, pretty much what they want people to do, how they want people to move. You don't move like that, and you also may not be triggered by them. So they feel out of control, and that is triggering their insecurity. But it doesn't matter. It says your pure heart is worth more than 1,000,000 filthy ones. So I think that this is your value. It's just showing you your value to somebody. You're valuable to someone a lot more than this person often lets on, or wants to show you. Wow, yeah, we have the star. Okay. Ooh, but the Ace of Cups is in reverse, so yeah. This could be someone that love dumps you. Yeah. Comes in with a lot of good energy to start with, but it's just kind of like a blitz to kind of get you locked in and into whatever it is that they're into or on their wave. Okay. Spells don't work on you. Immune to the spell work of others. What's that? A breakthrough. So this isn't even someone that you're rejecting. It's just that you have new goals or you're moving in a new direction. You're moving forward, taking action, and you're passionate about it. So you could just be really focused. And this may be someone or something that you're not interested in focusing on, mostly because you don't like the way that their energy moves you or kind of commands things from you. So it could be someone who feels pushy even though they're not outwardly pushy, but their energy is very pushy and commanding or demanding. We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. It doesn't work out well for you when you connect with this individual. They could be karmic. They could be karmic. They could actually be like a test for you to learn a lesson or to even see yourself, to understand how your energy works. Sometimes we are repelled by people who actually either mimic or are a representation of a dynamic that we have activated. I hope that makes sense. So something about this person is showing you something. Okay. So it's kind of like you may have a demanding or commanding energy, and people who are not aware of this could feel that they are swept up in it. You may not be aware of this because people's spell work doesn't work on you. Okay, so you may not know this about yourself, but this person is like showing this to you or something like that. Yeah, Knight of Wands, like there's a need to break free. People may do that with you, like they become rebellious, like randomly. You don't really understand, well, what's the issue? Why are they all of a sudden like, doing different or moving different, or why are they just, rebelling against this? It's because I feel like in some ways it could feel like a chain, like they're obligated, like they have to, like they don't have a choice. So people could assert their authority or something like that by pushing against you or working against you. Or yeah, it doesn't feel like you're being rejected, but it does feel like taking their attention off of you, because their attention on you would not be to their benefit, at least for whatever it is that they're trying to do. Now, this could be someone who's intentionally trying to resist you, but their energy, their heart is feeling, passion for you. They feel confident and they really want to take action towards you. Okay. They feel as if this action that they want to take towards you is their own. Like this is what they want to do personally. But they may feel also, so I feel like whatever it is that your energy is calling someone to do is actually what they want to do. However, they're not in resistance to it, but they're focused on something else. So to do that now would be to their detriment, or it would be to their benefit. Okay, they kind of feel as if you are this karmic reference or mirror for them to help them to adjust something or to set something straight. So yeah, because it may not just be you. They could be doing this, like they're having to set up these boundaries and see how people's energy manipulates or works with their energy dominantly. Okay. And it doesn't have to be you. This could be what you're going through, or, this is why you're feeling resistant to someone else. Okay. What's your pure heart is worth more than a million filthiness? Whoa, the devil. So yeah, you have a very controlling, you have a controlling energy. You have a controlling energy, a dominant energy. It commands respect, attention, compromise, or cooperation. When I walk in, sit up straight, that type of energy. Okay, male or female, you command attention, you command respect. You could be the quietest person in the room. Excuse me, doesn't matter. Oftentimes when you're speaking or talking, nobody moves or no one, looks in the other direction, or if they do, they're seen because they're like doing it deliberately, intentionally, and it stands out to you. Like they're, yeah, okay, because you trigger people's demons. Your light is overwhelming, but it's because of how grounded you are when you're in your light. The devil energy here in the upright um is giving me that like you embody your shadow self in such a way that it like sheds light on the things and the areas of people that they would like to hide. People can't hide from you. Okay. um People can't hide from you, and the kind of attention that you get, so you could be very attractive. The devil energy can also be like you're like a temptation. um so you could fit a lot of people's like fantasies or their desire, or maybe you fulfill people's desires or something like that naturally, like you just tend to move or do things that people would like for you to do. Okay, so they like the way you move, or they like your presence, or they like the way you feel. There's something about you that feels like they're doing, like their experience with you is surreal, almost like they're walking a line they don't usually do, or people come out of their boxes or come out of their comfort zones when they're around you, or they feel called to. um, something about your energy, it makes people want to like spend money or kind of just experience a, a more like, I don't know, colorful lifestyle, fancy, luxurious, like that type of energy. And you could be very simple or very, I'm telling you, something about your energy gives off, it like rings all the bells. But you could actually be someone who's quiet, pretty low key. Um, you could even be like a loner, but you would be like a popular loner. And honestly, it's because of your purity. It's your pure heart. It's like people are feeling the presence of God, but also feeling the freedom that the devil energy brings. Okay, something like that, like liberation, but at the same time, feeling good about who they are, how they're being, what they're doing, what they're seeing. Everything feels good, looks good, is good, but at the same time, there's all of this freedom too that a lot of times you don't really equate with people who kind of just follow the rules. And there's something about you where you push against rules, or people push against you, but oftentimes find that it's like futile. Like, the resistance is futile. There's really no point. And why are they? And likely whatever it is that they're called to do, or whatever it is you want them to do, is beneficial not just to you, but to them. Maybe even more so. God, somebody has like a heart of gold, but you're like hidden in plain sight. So there's something about you, okay, that makes people fearful of you initially. But I'm telling you, it's like wishes fulfilled or something like that. Oh, yeah. Okay. But you have some people here who are very unhappy. You have unhealthy relationships. And it's likely because people tend to hold on to you or want to. Another thing is that you have people who may have been used to being able to have more of a like a thumb on you, like control of you, or they get to hold on to you or something like that more than they're able to currently, because you are now taking in this like rebellious type of energy where you don't like strings. You don't like that, the kind of dominance that you bring to a room. You don't want other people to dominate you that way. So you may have people that willingly want to be dominated by you. You may have people who are used to or want to be able to dominate you. And you're kind of like outwitting or getting away from all of them. Yeah, with no, you may have these new boundaries because it's given with the root chakra. You are just so like balanced and in your body, very mindful, present, conscious, and control of self-control, but also free and liberating. But there could be someone that you were, it says an unhealthy relationship. So likely whoever this person is, there's some dynamic of the connection. It was imbalanced. It could be you guys energetically. Like I said, insecurity is ruining a connection. So it could be insecurity. Okay, just unhealthy relationships with individuals who are insecure in ways that you are not. So you guys are just not a vibrational match. And a lot of times when you're not insecure about something that someone is, they'll try to trigger you to be, or they'll think that you should be. Again, that's like spell work, okay? They're thinking or hoping or pretty much intending that you should feel a certain way because they feel a certain way. It's like they're looking for resonance with you, but it's not present on issues and situations that they may see that you guys share. So they feel like it should bring you together, or you should see their side, but it has the opposite effect. You're very independent. You're very independent, and in a way that is not following some kind of crowd. Like, people can't pin you down. They can't put you in a box. But like I said, your energy can naturally put others in their box, or it can call people out of it. What's one more card for your pure heart is worth more than a million filthy ones? Okay, so you also give this, this feeling of freedom or liberation that could come temporarily because people are riding your energy wave. So as they are riding your wave, they feel free or complete to do certain things or behave certain ways that they really would not do if they were not connected to you. It's the power in your energy. It's the dominance. You have a strong masculine presence. Male or female, you have a very strong masculine energy. So you are likely like a divine masculine typically. And even if you're a female, you could be like your own emperor. Okay. Like, if you don't have a divine masculine, you could like just step into your divine masculine role. But I don't know, but there's like people who could be unhappy, they could be insecure, they could be experiencing things that keep them from fully coming out of their box, but you make it easy when they're able to ride your wave. But I feel like you're not rejecting certain people or not allowing them to, but certain people you're just moving away from, and whatever it is that you're doing or how you're moving is no longer giving that type of freedom. Okay, so somebody is not feeling that freedom, or they're not getting that energy from you that would cause them to feel this kind of, it's like a temporary high, but they're not getting it, okay? They're not getting it. So this causes addictions. You could have people that are addicted to your energy. You may have been guided to do this on purpose, like not on purpose. Well, yeah, with intention. You may have been guided to do certain things with intention. Like, this is not a good move. Go this way, go that way. It's like spirit is directing you around some of these pitfalls, because you have people who may be looking like they're at peace, but actually they're having these tantrums inside. So their energy is chaotic and would not be beneficial to you. You also have people who want to play games with you. That could be like mind games or emotional play. And they're insecure. So that again is not a vibrational match to you. It feels like something is changing here with how you move, your inspiration, your guidance, even your internal guidance system. Things are changing for you because it's like a new level of protection. A new level of protection from things that are unseen, in a way that you don't have to dive into these things. You're just being guided around them. So it really takes a lot of trust in yourself. You just have to trust yourself. You just have to trust that you're doing what you're supposed to do. And this is why things will work out for you. Okay, but it's, yeah, you're giving people stress though. you're giving people stress. So I don't know if you had people who just like carriers, you were just carrying them in your energy. They would just stay in your energy long after the conversation is over, long after you hang up the phone, long after you finish texting, long after they leave your presence, long after you leave the room. Like, people were holding on to your energy, staying in your energy, playing in your energy, because you are embodying your energy so fully and completely with a pure heart. That means your divine feminine is activated, that's your empress energy, but also your divine masculine energy is very present and alert. Okay, because the masculine, the emperor, that's the stability, that's the protection, that's the provider, that's the blueprint. Okay, the empress energy is receiving the information, the clarity. She is feeling and empathizing and sensing, using her senses, paying attention to her intuition. Okay, so they're working in harmony. Male or female, you are your own empress, you are your own emperor. And so there are people who used to be able to ride your wave or be in your energy, and they just can't do it anymore. There's no room for them. That spot is filled by you. But there was an opportunity before you. Like, this is a new level. Somebody, you're on a new level. New level, new devils. You're one of the new devils here. Like, I mean, you're an opponent that people may have been, I don't know, used to being able to outwit because of your purity, your pure heart. Like, you were actually likely taken advantage of quite often because of your desire to move authentically with a pure heart. But people who don't have a pure heart, they can't possibly move like authentically with you. There's too much to hide. There's too much they have to get around. So you may get a lot of people who lie just to gain access to you, or pretend just to get close to you. Okay, so this is eliminating a lot of that. That's why we have mental breakdown, ruin, failure, bitterness, exhaustion, collapse, betrayal, deep wounds. Why? Because certain people just can no longer connect to you. They no longer can get to you. They no longer can have this access. They burned their bridge. This is like spirit has initiated these boundaries for you, and they can't touch you or nothing. So this is why they're not getting their way. They can't manipulate you to get their way. They can't manipulate their energy or pretend or shapeshift to gain access to you or to get closer to you. So you are becoming impenetrable. There's a new level here of protection. So you could have already, in certain groups, in certain circles, you were already immune, you were already impenetrable, invincible, whatever. It doesn't bother you. But this is on a whole nother level now. You're just leveling up. There's levels to all of this spiritual shit, and it's just somebody who's ascending, or you've already ascended. And I'm just reading the energy. Peace is disturbed by impatience, acting like a child. Yeah, it's your harmony, your peace, that is disrupting someone else's good time, or at least they think it is or feel it is. What's up, one who possessed? Perfect morning to you as well. Yeah, literally. My face is kind of like, whoa, myself, as I'm like, I'm listening to the words as they're coming out of my mouth, and I'm just like, Yes, harmony. Exactly. Thank you. Harmony, balance, peace. Three of Cups, isn't it it's a group? I think it was like a fifth harmony or something like that. Okay, I thought it was something with the number 3. But the Three of Cups is about harmony. It's about, okay, so these could be people that used to be a part of your friend group, or you used to hang out, have a good time, or people who were just used to being more relaxed, less guarded, used to your boundaries being more relaxed. Okay, so they've been playing games here with insecurity, playing games to get into your energy, trying to trigger you. Ace of Cups, you're hitting them with nothing but love. This is amazing. Your protection is your pure heart. But your pure heart also needed to be protected to maintain its purity. So your power is your pure heart. But there was a need for there to be these boundaries. Actually, your shadow energy could have been activated. And when I say activated, it also has to be accepted by your light. So the fact that when you have a filthy heart, when you have a heart that's mixed up with all of this revenge and hatred and constantly seething on these, you know, and feeding on these negative energies and negative thought waves and negative thought patterns, that heart is not pure. So your shadow can get away with a whole lot more because of how much is going on, chaos energy in your heart space. When your heart is pure, when you do the work, because you can't be okay, because it is not like you can't be okay until you release that, until you let that go, until you set yourself free, until you live and let live, until you forgive. So this is what creates that pure heart for you. But it also means that your shadow has to go through so much work to be accepted by you. This also means that other people have to do more shadow work to gain entrance to you once you accept your shadow and integrate your shadow with your light. So now you are being both day and night, all day, all night. I hope that makes sense. But people loved your presence because of your pure heart and because of the energy that you would emanate. Okay, they could just walk into it. However, when you are also in your shadow energy, people don't feel that opening. People also feel that the lights are on, the floodlights are on, they're being seen, they're being scrutinized. Okay, so they're not used to being this way. They're not used to their insecurities being triggered where they have to question themselves. Are they good enough to be in front of you? Are they good enough to sit with you or be around you? They question themselves, and this is not what they're used to. Okay. So you still are the same person, but I feel like people are acting out because it's like, well, yeah, you are the same person, or I still kind of feel the same love, but I can't do what I used to do, and I can't get what I used to get, and I can't manipulate you. I can't get over on you. What I tell you to do, you don't do. It's not working. So I don't know, but basically that's why they're acting out. Okay, and that's why people who may not even typically be insecure are feeling insecure. They're not used to the level that you've reached. I said new levels, new devils, but you could have reached a new level that your peers, your family members, your co-workers, you know, they have not got to this level yet. So yeah, it's gonna take, there's like a gap here. And I mean, it's an individual choice. So some of these people are going to take this leap and they're going to learn these lessons and they're going to purify their hearts and minds with you, or they're not. But the gap is only going to get wider if they don't, which could lead to complete disconnections for some of you. Or they're going to come on in, or they're going to rise up, or they're going to raise up, or they're going to do the work. And this is what they're going to feel. The same thing they've always felt. It's just that now, in order for it to be real and in order for you to be who they want you to be, they have to raise, it's like your standards have risen without you asking them to. It's like your spirit guides are raising your standards almost like without your permission. You said it makes perfect sense. Yeah, this reading is definitely not for everybody, but it's not for everybody. But if this is you, this is really good. This is really good. You have the sun. Again, just more evidence. It's 10:10 on the clock. I can't make it up. The sun and the Ace of Cups. Your pure heart is worth more than a million filthy ones. You have the heart of a child. You have the heart of a child, but the soul of a full grown, I'm talking about, like, what do they call that when you, old soul, ancient soul. Okay. Yeah. Can have the heart of a child, with the soul of a gangster, to be honest. Spiritual gangster energy is what I'm getting. Okay, you guys, this is a read. I'm going to leave it here for my spiritual OGs. I see you. I love this energy. I'm in love with it. And I will see you guys in the next live. Bye.